social service organizations and the police should get together and talk about some solutions other than just throwing the lease out. I mean, there's so much better creative minds that can be put to this, and I encourage you to do everything you can to think about it.
Thank you. Please come forward.
Well, good evening. My name is Brent Cloutier. And
I'm sorry? Listen.
Pardon?
What's your name?
Brent Cloutier. And I have been a resident in this subdivision for over 31 years. And in all those years, I've never taken the time to come and speak at a city council meeting, but this is different. I can agree with everyone who spoke tonight in regards to the expressed desire and need to provide help to those who are in need and who are homeless. That is not what I'm here to debate. Mayor and City Council, I really appreciate you having this open forum to allow you to hear the residents of the ones that spoke. I agree with everything that they have said. I have seen issues at the ChristNet location at the end of the block. I have seen there being problems. But my point for speaking is to draw the attention, and no disrespect, but you've got a full audience here, but not everyone is a Taylor community resident. So I live in this city, and respectfully, after tonight's meeting, a good majority of these individuals will go home to their cities and their neighborhoods, while we are going to be here for the long run for the city of Taylor. In the 31 years that I've lived in Taylor, in the same house, in that location, I've never had a problem, ever, until this last few years. When my car has been broken into twice, ransacked, debris left all over, and that gives you cause for concern. I can echo and mirror the experiences of everyone, and I don't want to repeat those examples because you've already heard them once. And I really think that you need to hear the voices of the residents of Taylor. But I do appreciate everyone from ChristNet coming out in such strong band. But we're all working toward the same goal of, in essence, finding help for those who are in need. It just has to be the right location for that help to be delivered. That's all I had to say. Thank you for your time.
Please come forward. I'm sorry. Again, I'm good. And I want people to kind of self-police them, but the way Robert's Rules of Order goes is that everybody gets an opportunity to speak once. We do that with the council before I allow a second council member to speak. In past open hearings, I've allowed people to come back up and speak a second time, so that's why I'm enforcing that at this time. Please go forward.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Aaron Johnson. I served at St. Paul United Church of Christ as the council president. I worked with Reverend Dretches here in the beginning of ChristNet. Never was ChristNet's intent to bring the horror that I'm hearing of what people what are doing to disgrace themselves onto the neighborhood. That was never the intent. We have taken these people off the streets and we've given them the help. But the people that want to disgrace themselves have decided that they don't want our help, and there is no evidence. My heart goes out to those who have been victimized by these people perpetrating these crimes. My heart goes out to them. There is no evidence that the ChristNet clients are the cause of these rising crimes. So I ask this council to keep that into consideration. I'm not hearing any alternatives about what to do with ChristNet, whether it's location or otherwise. All I'm hearing is revocation. Close it down. That's not going to make the people who disgrace themselves publicly leave. If anything, that'll probably bring out more people into the visible area because they have nowhere else to go. Revocation should not be the final solution here. Cooperation with the police, with the city government, with the fellow churches should be coming together, and the neighborhoods should be coming together to find a solution, to take care of the homeless, to take care of the rising crime. Revocation is not the final solution. Do not let revocation be the final solution to the homeless question. Thank you.
Any other individuals that have not spoken yet, please come forward.
Hi there.
Good evening.
Good evening. My name's Keegan Robin. I grew up in the city of Taylor, and I still have family members that live here. I also have had experiences with homeless people, not just me, but many people in my community as well. We read this from the book of Isaiah, in chapter 58. It says, "Is this not the fast I have chosen, to loose the bands of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, to let the oppressed go free, and to break every yoke? Is it not to deal thy bread to the hungry, to bring the poor in that are cast out into thy house? When you see the naked, that you would clothe them? Will you hide yourself from those of your own flesh?" Let me give you a story. Not too long ago, during COVID, actually, my brother and I were out. We were going to buy books. We saw a young girl on the side of the street standing with a sign. At the time, there was no way for us to stop, and so we continued on our way. And I was moved in the moment for her. So we purchased a Bible when we were in the bookstore, and we returned only to find that she wasn't there. We thought nothing of it and kept moving, but we saw her walking along, so we stopped her. We offered to buy her food, and we did. And you know what happened when she got the food? She sat down and ate all of it. She told us her story. She was 16 years old, kicked out by her father with nowhere to go, no one to call, no way to call them. Do you know what we did? We reached out. We reached out to churches, tried to find a place for her to stay, and Christ then was the only option. And I am sure that that is not a singular case. I can't prove that, but I'm sure. Now, I'm also sure that my neighbors here are being honest when they say that they have seen lewd things, that they've seen drugs, that they've seen numerous problems, and they are problems, and they need addressed. But ChristNet is here to solve a problem, and I'm asking you not to remove the people that are trying to aid in this one. I'm asking you to come alongside them and address these other numerous problems, yes, but do not punish the innocent for the crimes of the guilty. Please, have a heart for these people and for many others. See your neighbors. You don't want to see people in pain and impoverished, neither do I. But I'm telling you that they are. You don't want to see criminals on the streets, but the fact is that they're there. And closing down an administration that's trying to help is just closing our eyes.